Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Back to regularly scheduled programming.
Wednesday programming.
Wednesday.
But this time with a man.
Weird.
Nobody asked him, but he's here because
he's
someone did ask him.
Several people asked him, actually.
Lots of people asked him and or answered questions for him. You're welcome, Trevor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they answered for me.
Yeah. Well, not answered, but like we put some polls out there and they decided.
Help.
Oh, fantastic.
Hi,
Yeah.
Trevor. Welcome to the pod.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Yeah.
Nobody asked him.
Well, I feel very honored to be,
nobody asked you, Trevor,
the
but
first
welcome.
guest ever, on the
Yeah.
pod. Yeah.
Yeah. First and a man.
And a
And a
man.
man. Yeah, I'm a man.
Asking him once a quarter.
Only once a quarter because that's all they should be asked.
If
Ever.
that were true, I feel like the world would run a lot smoother.
Oh, so much smoother.
Do we want to cheers?
Cheers.
Cheers to Trevor being in the
What
in
a
the
Air
pod.
cheers, you.
What a good
So,
sport
yeah.
you are,
Cheers.
first of
Well,
all.
hey.
Yes. What a good sport.
We'll see. You don't know yet.
That's true. The pot isn't
At
out
least
yet.
you have Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you have Mike.
According to last week, we're like 50% of the male viewership. too.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, more men listen than I thought because I found out the ex also listens,
Oh,
and I
yes.
wasn't expecting that. So
Yes.
that's part
Which
of
I
our
told you that.
17%.
So now there's 5 of us?
I guess
Is that what we're
so.
saying?
Also, I'd like to say when we put out a poll for what should we ask a man, we started getting mansplained by other men.
Several men thought they should give their own thoughts on the questions. And I said, nobody asked you. Because literally.
I'm sorry. They're like, you should ask us these questions. You might be surprised by our answers. I don't care what you want to be asked.
No, we
I
really
only care
don't.
what women want.
No,
But
once
that
a
kinda
quarter man.
defeats the purpose, right? Like to mansplain the actual questions, or like, hey, this is what don't prompt me. Like, Yeah.
I know.
Mansplainer. Mansplainer.
Mansplainer.
Mansplainer.
So, okay, what's the vibe?
Excited for our first man, which hopefully will, because I'm afraid that if we do this poorly, no man will ever enter the studio again. It's
That's probably true.
It's like one man enters, no man leaves.
We've never seen Trevor
Again,
No.
it's like Mortal Kombat in here, like an arena, like
Finish him.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of our favorite movies. Obviously, if you're a friend of the pod, you know that about us.
Oh, Gladiator?
Yeah.
There you were. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the second one, only the first one.
I was totally on
Correct.
board with the second one conversation too. Like,
Oh, were you?
I'm in agreement with y'all though.
Yeah.
Because I said to her, beforehand, Gladiator 1 was iconic, one of the best films ever made. If they would have named Gladiator 2 anything other than Gladiator 2,
I know.
I think it would have been a somewhat, decent film, but you cannot try and follow up one of the best movies ever made. Like, there's just no
know.
sequel. Like, you just don't do it.
You don't.
No
But,
burned feet.
yeah. So,
What's your vibe?
Honestly, I was thinking about this the whole car ride. I don't know. It's a new
Okay.
moon today. We were talking about this last night.
Did you see that it's in Cancer?
I did, which is I am Cancer rising in my chart.
Okay.
So apparently it's going to affect my sign a lot.
A
which
lot.
Which it is. So I woke up this morning, same routine as I've done the last 92 days in a row, and I am exhausted and I'm a little moody today. I don't know. I don't know what my vibe is, and it's kind of pissing me off.
It's because it's Cancer. I told you this morning on my hot girl walk that the moodiness, I was like, I don't like that it's in Cancer. I'm going to be emotional. And sorry, Trevor, but like, I'm going to. I just know it. I know that's where I'm going to be.
Yeah, and there's literally nothing happened today for me to feel any differently than any
different.
other day before.
But you do.
But I do, and I don't
I know.
like it.
I
It's
don't
like I have
like
no
it.
control over my mind.
Zero fun, sir.
Trev, we're asking,
What's your vibe?
what's your vibe?
look, as this quarter's official spokesperson for all men,
For
I have
all
no
men.
idea what you guys just talked about at all. Because that totally, not a part of my
We were
portfolio
speaking alien
whatsoever.
tongue
Yeah.
for a solid
Like,
2 minutes.
But hey, man, you know what? Y'all know what you're talking about, or at least think you do. So I'm good with it.
We think we do.
Should
What's
we
my
get
vibe? My vibe, I'm good, man. I'm like cautiously optimistic,
Okay,
kind
good,
of anxious,
good.
also excited.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotions.
We did
on
give
the
you
pod.
tequila.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did give you
Tequila that
tequila.
you and I found a few months ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Should we get future men T-shirts that say official spokesperson
For the quarter.
for the quarter
Maybe.
because I feel like Trev needs one.
Just constant merch ideas on this pod,
On
which
this
I really
pod.
love.
Yeah.
Okay, let's jump into updates because we want to get to all these questions.
Okay. Yes.
Hot Girl Walk updates. Go for it.
I think I would like Trevor to share the Hot Girl Walk update.
Oh, do it,
Oh,
Trev.
what about it?
What you did today. So I was not at Trevor's house this morning, but
Okay.
what did you do anyway?
Oh, I still got up and had my hot girl walk. And I know that I'm not allowed to call it anything other than a hot girl walk,
Girl
which
walk.
honestly,
Why
like,
not?
as a very, self-assured, confident man, like, I have zero issues calling it a hot girl walk.
Thank you for
Yeah.
saying the words out loud.
He did
Yes.
it by himself today
Oh, yeah.
without me.
Yeah,
So
it's a great way
official-
to kick off the day, 6 a.m., get out there. And you're
That's
right,
right,
that
6
neighborhood
a.m.
is so active. Like,
Wasn't
many
it so
people.
crazy?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Did you see the different groups of people?
I saw several people.
Okay.
I did not see the groups that you were referring to
Okay.
a few days ago.
Okay.
But yes, a
Did
good
you
number.
Did you see anyone else on their hot girl walk and give them the nod?
Not this morning.
Okay.
When I was coming home this afternoon, I did see 2 women on their own hot girl walks, but this was, like later in the day. Wearing
Ac-
similar vests to yours, probably like 10, 12 pounders. But yeah.
Yeah.
This morning, I think I was the only one walking around in a vest. Yeah.
Only hot girl.
I'm so proud of you, first of all. Chris,
Thank you.
Chris in Scotland also has
Also
bought
has
a
a-
weighted vest.
Shout out Chris, friend of the pod.
Also, in my text messages, only calls it a hot girl walk.
Love it.
We have started something that literally is going to take over the world for both men and women.
Sarah, our photographer, reached out to me and she was like, okay, give it to me. And I'm like, you just do 2 miles in the morning. I was like, I do, 2 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. But
Yeah, you do quite a bit, which it still baffles me how you're able to keep that consistency because I cannot.
well, you know what it is? It's Louis though.
Oh, that's
I
true.
was gonna say,
It's
yeah, the dog
Louis.
plays a
True.
big
If I
factor,
had a
but are they
dog,
all
yeah,
weighted or
probably.
is just the 6 a.m. is weighted?
No, they're all weighted.
Oh.
The afternoon one is when you get messages from me. They're like, because it's like
When I'm dying.
170 degrees
I know,
outside.
the fact that you do that in the heat is quite impressive.
But Sarah was like, she has her dog named Fat, P-H-A-T.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
P-H-A-T.
Yeah.
But it's also,
Shout out, Sarah.
shout out Sarah. And please don't let Fat listen to this. I do not want her to have a complex. But she was like, she's beefy. And she was like,
Well, her name's Fat.
I know. She's like, I could go on my walks with her. And I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah,
that's how
do
you do
it.
it. Hot girl walk update.
What
that
kind of
was the
dog
only-
is fat?
That one.
I don't think we know what fat
A
is.
fat-
Okay.
Sarah
a
will have to let us
fat-
know. And
a
then
fat
we'll-
one.
We'll update
What is fat?
everyone.
She'll comment. Sarah always has good comments. so
Always. I just
sound
saw her
off in the
actually.
comments, Sarah. What is fat?
I just saw her before we got on here.
Oh,
Actually.
yay.
Okay, my also hot girl walk update was I saw my first hot girl with a weighted vest on yesterday when I walked out of my apartment, and we
solid.
did.
Did you nod? Did you do the like?
I
sup,
did
bro?
more than nod. Are
Sup,
you
bro?
kidding me?
Sup, bro?
We are passing each other. I see she has the same vest that I do, and I'm like, I love seeing another hot girl in her weighted vest. And when I said weighted vest, we both did this like shimmy, and she shimmied back at me, and we
Oh my
both
God.
busted
Can
out
that-
laughing, and it was amazing.
Can that be the official sign of a weighted vest?
A shimmy?
Just a little shimmy.
Just a shimmy
Just
in
a
your
shimmy,
hot girl
shimmy
vest.
shake?
I loved
Yes.
it.
So no verbal exchange, no
No.
high five, no nothing, just the shimmy. Like that's
No,
it.
there's
Like,
total verbal exchange because I
Okay.
said I love seeing another hot girl in her hot girl
fantastic.
And also
vest.
I
we're
was curious,
women.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted a verbal exchange. Like,
I
hey,
shimmied
like,
when
get
I
it, girl,
said
like,
it.
well done, whatever, like, yeah, welcome to the
I
club.
shimmied,
something.
she shimmied back. We both
Nice.
laughed and kept walking. It was, I love being a girl
Love
sometimes. I love
That
being a
is-
girl sometimes.
That is full girlhood. That is girlhood
I know.
at its full max level.
so good. And then this morning, I get up. So I realize now that I need to actually be out of the door at 6, not out of the door at 6:20 because it's already hot as fucking hell.
I'm out of the door at 6:15.
Yeah, if it's past 6:15, I know I'm going to sweat my ass
Yep.
off. So anyway, so I'm now alarm is set at 5:40.
Okay.
Gives me a good 20 minutes to like.
Isn't it
wake
crazy
up.
how you became a morning person? Like
I don't want to talk about it.
literally overnight.
Yeah, because now I'm waking up before my alarm.
I
Who am
know.
I?
Literally. Who are you?
Actually, am I? So I wake up at 5:40. Alarm goes off. I lay in bed for a solid 10 because I just need the time. Anyway, up and out. I'm I get out of my apartment and I'm like, feels good. Oh my God, there's a breeze. It's amazing. And all of a sudden I'm like, why do I feel so much lighter today? Totally forgot
your
yes. So I go back. Luckily, I was right by my apartment, other entrance.
Were you
Walked
like,
back
am
upstairs.
I strong?
Am
I a bodybuilder
strong
now?
So I walked my happy ass back all the way up to my apartment and realized that my son has stolen my vest again.
Jacob.
And it's in his room. And I'm like, and his door is so loud. And I'm like, and he was complaining to me last night about how tired he was. And I'm like, I can't wake him up.
I can't.
So I went without my hot girl vest this morning, but it was still, but okay. You know how runners,
Oh, no. That's on him. You definitely wake him up. He took your vest. You definitely go in there.
no,
to
I'm
get,
not going to
you know,
ever
your-
intercede. I'm
your
never going to wake
product
up.
back.
No. Mm-mm.
Trevor also, with his daughters are bad going to bed, he's like, I can't wait to wake you up in the morning. Like,
No, I was not
100%.
going. I was not
Take
going to
danger on
interrupt
that.
his sleep. But anyway, so, oh fuck, I did see this. Is what
Oh, wait,
happens with
runners. You
perimenopause.
know how runners-
Thank you. Okay, you know how runners.
more perimenopause talk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Parameno what?
Pause.
So they say. I've heard. I'm not a runner. Don't care. But there's runners that
None
say,
of my business, honestly.
Yeah, none of my
Literally
business.
none of my business.
They say that at some point when you're running, it feels like you could run forever. Like you
Yes.
hit this stride.
Yes.
And I hit that stride this week with walking where I'm like, I could go on for hours. And I've never felt that before. And it was such a moment. I did stop. I did not continue forever. But that does tell me that I think I can push it to now 3 miles in one sitting, not just 2.
Oh,
So-
I love that.
Okay, can I give you my other update? Because
Is
it
it?
kind
It's
of
about
ties in.
TikTok.
It is.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. Sunday.
She's very on the TikTok.
Sunday,
Okay.
I'm scrolling TikTok because Sunday is my day where I do nothing. Even if I want to do all the things for work, for whatever,
Baby gate yourself.
I baby gate
I'm in
myself
jail.
Okay.
to just not.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But I'm anxious.
very
I
healthy.
told you I'm anxious. I've got to do like something with my hands. And
We're very
so-
anxious as a unit,
Just
as
a
a
whole
as a
unit.
couple. Yes.
So anyway, I'm on TikTok. I find this TikTok about lymphatic drainage. Now, I already know about lymphatic drainage because I've been doing a little bit of it for the last couple of months. I find this TikTok that literally, I am not shitting you when I say, changed my life forever. This woman does nothing but lymphatic drainage on TikTok, and she's doing this whole procedure for your upper and lower stomach. And she goes through the first full 7 lymph nodes to
Seven.
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 And then she does this whole other procedure for your stomach. I think I've lost 10 pounds in fluid in 2 days. I'm not kidding you. When first of all, it takes about 2.5 hours, and all of a sudden I have to pee every 15 minutes. So I know it's working. I have not seen, turns out I have always had abs. They did not disappear. I just was packed in fluid. Changed my life.
Will you send it to me? Number one.
Of course I will.
And I also have a TikTok that changed my life.
Please tell me.
Okay, so what's really funny, the You Can Sit With Us girls, okay, showed this to me. And what happened was, so one of the girls that works with Becky and Heather, shout out ladies, is on TikTok, and all of a sudden is like, hold on, is that my actual husband? Because now I want you to watch this in
No.
yes, in live time, because hold on, not Mel Robbins. Okay, well, not her. Okay. Aunt Chloe. Okay. Because when I tell you it feels like real life, Elle Woods made this, or
That's her husband?
and it was recorded
I know. I've seen this video.
by some women at a hair salon.
I know this
Have
video.
you
I've
read the
seen it.
comments?
Not yet.
It's like makes you want a hot dog real bad.
Grant is her husband?
His name's not Grant. His name is Dylan. They called him Grant. I'll show you this so you can see it. Okay, hold on. Wait. Because it's her husband. And I was like,
Good
dude, she was
job.
like, that's what I said. I said, she's like, so the only thing that they did that was wrong is they broke into his like Instagram,
Oh, no.
and he's a bodybuilder.
Oh, no.
And they pulled like that. But other than that, they were like, we were talking about it last night, and they were like, would you be upset if somebody recorded that? And I'd be like, upset, I would capitalize. I would quit my
Absolutely.
job. I would quit my job and I would ride around in his UPS truck, and I would film footage, and I would get on this girl who literally a hair salon girl was recording him while he was literally delivering packages. I would get on and I would be like, you think that's spicy? Follow me. I'm his fucking wife.
That's all you have to do.
That's
is
all
just
you
do
have to
content.
do. And you're a freaking, how hot was he though?
I know. I saw the
And
video.
The
like
comments
a week
though,
ago.
sound off in the comments. One of them was like, why does my UPS driver look like he's from South Park? Like, and then it was like, it's like 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad. And then there's just a bunch of like bend and snaps going on. And I was like, oh my God.
I love being a girl. I'm sorry. Whose husband is that?
Yeah. She runs payroll and HR for Heather and Becky at EHC.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it, girl.
Get it, girl. And they were like, would you be upset? Blah, blah, blah. I'd be like, I'd be a millionaire. What are you talking about?
Immediately optimize.
And
that.
I'd be like, yeah, ladies.
yeah. Let me tell you something
that's
about him
my
that you don't know.
husband. Yeah, I was like, good for you.
This is why we'll never
Would you be
married.
offended if I sexualized you for the internet?
If I looked at that, no.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
true.
Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
be
If I looked at that, I would sexualize myself. Like, let's be very clear. We would both be profiting off of that. Yeah.
But what I
there's
thought was
no question.
interesting was there was this whole question about sexual. They're like, they're sexualizing him. They're sexualizing him. I'm like, have they ever had that conversation about a woman ever? Have they ever been like, oh, we're sexualizing her too much?
Oh no, that's not
No.
ever going to be a
Never.
conversation.
So I'm changed my life. Now I'm sexualizing men, and I'm thinking about starting you a TikTok. Nobody asked Trevor.
Get ready, Trevor.
Yeah.
Get ready. All right, are we
Oh,
ready?
boy.
Seriously, get ready. Are you ready?
Let's
Are
go.
you ready?
Yeah,
Are you
let's hit
ready
it.
for
Yeah.
this?
Woo,
Okay.
all right,
Absolutely.
let's get
Updates
into
are
it.
over. Vibe is over. Let's
All
go.
right. Yeah. Let's just dig
Let's-
right into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
I hate the word Galentine's. It is the most awful. First of all, when was the last time I called you my gal? No. Yes. No. Yes. 72? No. Yeah, don't believe it. Yes, everyone wants to make me dinner and everyone wants to take me to Mexico. And I've created a life for myself that is so fucking incredible that if you don't add to that, you don't get to be in it. One
Totally.
word. Not. No further question.
Not to taint your experience.
Oh, God. Did you say taint? I did. Oh, yeah. I'll get him drunk and listen to Kid Rock and he'll tell me anything. Shower today? I hope I did. I'll be ready for this. It was at a gay strip club with a straight stripper. Definitely gonna keep my eyes closed the whole time. Anyway, thanks for asking.
Okay. Let's go into dating stuff first.
Okay.
Okay.
And then move to the other
Move
thing?
to some relationship type stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So dating first.
Okay.
All right.
Why are you going to text every day but never make plans with me?
Okay. This is during the dating process.
Yes. Like on a
Yeah.
dating app
Yeah,
or,
yeah.
yeah.
We're
So
pen pals for fucking 2 weeks.
We're texting back and forth, we're, conversing on a daily
And you
basis.
never make
but never
plans.
make plans. Okay. Well, I think obviously all this is very subjective, right? But to me, I mean, kind of. Well, as
You're
the
on a
spokesperson
dating
for
app to
all, no, I
date.
mean, like subjective, like for me, like to say this.
But you're the spokesperson for all men.
Yeah.
Okay,
all men.
so as all men, we're gonna go ahead and assume that most men are somewhat decent here, right? Which I'm very aware that, especially online, none of them are. Like the dating
I'm glad
pool,
we've established that,
the dating pool is full of pee. Like let's just leave it right there. But to me, okay, text back and forth. You want to establish a relationship, a rapport, right, and get to
Right.
know somebody, and that constant. But also, as a guy, you got to be really clear and like also a little cautious about the number of creepy men there are out there. So I think most guys might be a little bit hesitant to actually make plans because they don't really know, are we in that like clear area? Have I answered enough of your questions to make you feel comfortable, or is it still a little bit too early, too premature for me to ask you out on a date, right? Like, have we crossed like, that barrier, right? So like, I think to this, is a good point. Like I got to say, hey, have I answered all of your questions? Do you have any more questions before you're comfortable? You're like taking this to the next step, right?
I was about to say, why
to
can't
advancing
you
this,
just
like
ask
maybe like
questions?
off of the dating app and like exchange numbers,
Right.
via text, exchange like social medias, right? Because online dating, especially the initial part, is like this weird interview, like kind of interrogation process, right? Of like,
Yes.
is this person real? Are they crazy? Do I trust them? Like, do I want to get to know them? Like, will they kidnap me?
You're running down
Especially
the
for a
checklist.
woman, for a
Yes.
woman, right? Like, hey,
Will they kidnap
yeah,
me?
like you never know, right? Like, is it really the actual person? So you got to get to a point, right, where you're comfortable to exchange, off the app, numbers, social media, whatever. So maybe, that constant back and forth and then never actually wanting to do it. Because I think some guys are going to be more cautious than others because, if you have any friends that are girls or like siblings that are girls, anything, right, you've heard all the horror stories and you don't want to be a part of that demographic. So maybe men are a little bit overly cautious about doing that. Or they're just pussies and like don't actually have any intent on meeting you because they're not actually who they say they are.
There's 2 buckets here.
For sure. There's probably more than 2 buckets.
Can I
Probably
also
3 or 4.
add a third bucket? Are you worried about women being crazy?
100%.
Okay.
Especially
that's
dating
fair.
our age, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's stereotypes exist for a reason.
Sure,
right?
sure.
And then also, like, okay, if we're all out here, at late 30s, early 40s, eventually, whatever, we're like, okay, so like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, why? Well,
I
we
mean,
know
we
I'm
all have
already
some
taken,
level
right?
of baggage.
Absolutely, we
Yes.
all do, like
Yeah.
all of us, included, right? So there is a level of like caution,
Not me,
right?
Trevor. I don't know if
She
you-
has
Not
zero
you?
baggage.
Okay, 0.
She's
Good
never
for you.
seen a
Done.
bag.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen a
unpacked
bag.
all my suitcases. Okay, I need a follow-up question to the first, which is fair. And I've had men say that to me of like, hey, I'm just feeling you out. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. I don't want
Right.
to act too fast. Then why do you think men hesitate in just saying, hey, I would like you to feel safe. I'm not sure what your comfortable factor is, but I would love to connect with you in person.
Yeah.
Why don't more men just say the words then?
I think they absolutely should. I don't think that that's kind of a part of their DNA, either because they're not
Are they
trying
afraid
to
of the rejection?
rejection. The fear of rejection is a huge thing for anybody, right? Like we all have that fear, but especially like as the male in this situation, right? You're kind of thought of as the person that should be the one like advancing the conversation, right? Or like advancing like,
Sure.
the progression of it.
Taking the lead there,
Yeah. And then getting rejected sucks,
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a part of dating, right? Like you're gonna date, you're gonna get rejected, right?
Right.
It's a part of life, And so it's how you handle that. So I don't think that should be like a big fear, that should control all of your habits or behaviors.
Right.
But it definitely would. I think it's the same point that nobody wants to be that guy that's like, "Hi, nice to meet you. Oh man, you're really cute. Can we meet tonight?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, yeah.
No, hold on, buddy. Like you barely know my name right now. Like let's slow your roll.
There's a happy
and figure it
medium.
out,
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to text for 3 weeks.
Correct.
I also
But-
want to be asked out. I don't want to say, "Hey, I'd like to just go ahead and meet," because I like being led in that way.
Yeah.
So when the moment I have to think it's been 4 days, 5 days, and the rapport has been good, and yet no, like, hey,
He
what are you
has my
doing?
number.
He's got my number.
Yeah.
Then you immediately, I actually
Well, but
don't
like in
wanna
exchanging
have
numbers, though,
interest in
that's
you.
an advancement of the conversation, right? So you're saying you were texting back and forth. I'm assuming you said texting. It's like through the app. If you guys exchange numbers,
But I
once
had
you
either
cross
one
that
happen.
barrier, like from the app to a text transition, I feel like at that point, as a woman, you've greenlighted like the go ahead. You now
Yes,
feel safe.
Ask me out.
If you exchange
for
numbers and you're actually texting, like
Yes.
not on a dating app,
Yes.
don't be a bitch, dude. Like ask her out. Like,
Yes.
let's fucking like move this thing forward. Don't just text aimlessly because that tells me either one, you're too timid, you don't have the confidence to do it,
Or
you're
you
not
have no
into it,
intention.
or you're not actually the person that you're
Yeah.
telling me you are.
Correct.
And you don't actually
Yes.
want to meet because, you're not 26-year-old, Jerry from wherever.
No, you have a
you're
pothole
64-year-old, Harold, and
God,
like
Jerry.
not who you are.
God, Jerry.
Yeah.
Remember pothole face?
Yeah.
But here's a question. How do we, because I like to be led also, when we're getting impatient, if he's not asking, what are we too aggressive if we say, hey, when are you going to ask me out?
So, you remember that movie, Anyone But You,
Yes.
with
Sydney
Sweeney and
My hall pass.
you're one of like 37 hall pass. Yeah, sure.
We get as
yeah.
many as we want.
Glenn
Trevor.
Powell.
Yeah,
Glenn Powell.
Glenn
No
Powell.
one
Yeah.
asked you.
Look, love them both. Love them both. They're
We
both.
realize.
Actually, you did though. Like today,
This one.
you can't use that line today because like that's
all
the point.
She's like,
But-
actually, you are asking me.
But when they first meet, right, in that coffee shop,
Yeah.
like, she has to go to the restroom, and like
I
at
have
the end
not
of the day,
seen it.
little it's a
good.
really
Also, Sydney
cute,
Sweeney might
little
also
thing.
be my hall pass.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
She
will
can
take
get
her.
it.
Thank you.
Sydney
She
Sweeney
she
can definitely
All
get
three
it.
of our hall
Yeah,
passes.
Yeah.
yeah.
We
but at
agree
the
on that?
End of
We
like their
agree as a
initial
group?
exchange, right?
Should we do a hands in? No.
Secret Sydney Sweeney handshake? No.
Secret Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, we'll come up
Yeah.
with that later.
Okay,
yeah.
later. Okay.
That's gonna
That's
be-
over martinis. We'll
Yeah.
see you soon, Sean.
Um, But at the end of the, they're officially, meet in the movie, right? She's like walking out of the coffee shop, and she finally just turns around and looks at me and was like, "So, are you gonna ask me out now? Like, is
Yeah.
this when you ask me out?"
Is that aggressive?
I don't think so at all.
Okay.
No. I think
hope
that's
not.
definitely acceptable, for you to do that. And then depending on how he responds, you guys need to decide if you actually want it or not, right? Like,
For
He-
sure.
He's like,
yes.
"Oh, yeah, I wanted to, but I wanted to, gauge, like, your kind of comfortability level." Or if he's like, "Oh, that never crossed my desk," I'm like, "Oh, you know what? Then me neither," and piss off. Like,
I
goodbye.
think I can. I'm pretty good at this point of my dating game that I know when someone is never going to follow through. I can tell from the first couple of days
And
of texting.
I don't, if you will remember, because on my hot girl walks, I was actively messaging you. When is he going to ask me out? So I don't know.
yeah.
I have no gauge. You gauge emotional unavailability. You gauge whether or not he's going to ask you out like almost instantaneously.
Yeah, it's a superpower I really don't want. Okay, so why chase me,
very
Trevor? Why chase me if you don't actually want me or want to be with me? Like, why are men actively pursuing when they really don't have any intention of making this official?
Okay. So we're still in the dating app phase here. A part of me wants the initial
Do they
response.
just want to
Would
fuck?
it be?
Do they just want to have sex?
I think it's the thrill of the hunt.
Okay.
For a lot of guys right now,
Okay.
they just wanted to like see, hey, like, can I outkick my coverage? Like, are you
Okay.
outside of my depth? Like, are you, like so far
Yeah.
beyond like that thrill of the hunt? Like, can I, get you?
That's interesting.
Two
Love that
is
answer.
there
I love
actually
that
like
answer.
a fear factor, right? Of like that I'm not actually who I think I am. So it's all mind games, right? Because like I could be sitting on a dating app, not being actually who
Hold
I
on.
said I am.
Can
with
you
my
pause
pictures.
for? Are you saying that a man has insecure thoughts?
100%.
They do all the time. What are you talking about?
I don't. Okay.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
human. We are human.
But so
Insecurities definitely
you'll
run deep.
you'll talk to a
Not
girl.
with all of us, but yeah.
You'll obviously you'll talk to a girl that's outside your coverage zone and see if she'll talk to you back. But you can't ask her out because you're scared that she's gonna find out you're not who you're
Look,
acting like.
I've had a man
You-
ghost me on the first date because of that exact answer.
You miss every shot
Yeah.
you don't take.
Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
I prefer to refer to as Wayne Gretzky, being Canadian hockey player, but yes. So yeah, I think there is a part of that, right? The thrill of the hunt, and just to see like, hey, can I, attain, this level of woman, whether it be the brains, the aesthetics, what have you, whatever, kind of gets, your goat, right? If you will. Let's be honest, dating apps, it's all about, physical attraction initially, right? You're literally swiping through
Right.
people just totally based on a physical attraction.
Oh,
physical
I
attraction
only
is
swipe right on people that I can
it's
imagine.
a real thing.
Kissing.
I'm literally like on top of having sex with. If I can't imagine you
I love
looking
your honesty.
at
It's
that
so
face,
fucking, it's so fucking refreshing and
Thanks.
amazing, right?
like if I can't imagine me just hovering over you inside me, I will immediately swipe left. That is my
So
Yeah.
mine,
Yeah.
I imagine.
What does your sex breath, smell like? Like,
Yeah.
do I
What is
mind
your-
you
what does that
sweating on me?
face look
Like,
like?
yeah.
Like, do I
Honestly,
wanna stare
sex
at
breath is
that?
something that no one talks about, and we all should, because your pheromones, like imagining that is crazy.
Yeah.
I never imagine like what I would be like on top of you, but I do imagine. Can I imagine like kissing you or you kissing
Sure.
me?
Yeah.
Because if not,
Yeah, but I don't really have to stare at you when I kiss. I have to stare at you when I'm on top of you.
you don't have to.
I don't have to,
You
but
could
I
go-
do.
Did
I
you
mean,
see how
that's-
smooth
that's-
that was?
That was really
Did you
smooth.
see that I didn't hit the mic?
I know. Anyway, that's
Because I always hit the mic.
so I have this story
Not
that kind of
mic.
connects with this.
Okay.
So I had this guy who this was on Facebook a couple of years ago. He friended
Also,
me
did
on-
not know that Facebook dating was a thing. I've never seen
No,
that.
no, this isn't
like-
even Facebook dating.
Okay, all right.
He just friended me on Facebook, and I saw that he was mutual friends with like over 100 people that I knew.
Okay.
And I
my
was
God.
like, yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Seems like a solid reference.
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy named Will.
All
great.
women.
No,
Okay.
good mix, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he messages me something very benign, and we just start chatting. We start chatting more. Well, he's in Dallas, I'm in Houston, and we are now talking on the phone. We're dealing with these things, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to go up to Dallas and see my family in a couple of weeks. Let's just have a drink and see if this is anything in person.
See, there's
well,
a vibe.
Right. So the day that I drive up, I text him, hey, I'm on my way up, whatever, and I see that he's blocked me from everything. All Facebook, all texting.
Married.
Married. Yeah.
No, hold on. So
In a throuple.
I tell my entire Facebook
With a
feed,
unicorn.
what he's done. And so everyone starts to unfriend him.
Is this before the what's the thing where who's dating my boyfriend?
Probably, because this
Yeah.
was probably 3 or 4
Yeah.
years ago.
Okay, yeah.
And so everyone just starts to unfriend him because they're my people and they're great. So fast forward about 3-4 months later,
Okay.
and my sister's in Dallas, and she knows what he looks like, and she screenshots and she goes, "Guess who I just matched with?" Good old Will. And she doesn't tell him a damn thing. So she just plays it off like,
Oh my
"I love you. I'm interested in you. I want to do all the things with you." Plays him for a solid 3 weeks. And finally, when he was like, "I can't wait to see you. Oh my gosh, this and that," she goes, "I'm so happy. You know what?" And he's like, "What?" She goes, "You can go fuck yourself because you fucked my sister way over." And he's like, "Oh my God." She goes, "You better fucking give me a reason why you did that." And he's like, "She is completely out of my league. And all I wanted to do is to see if I could just get her on a date."
See, I feel like that's more fucked than just being a fuck boy.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like mental fuckery is worse than physical fuckery.
Mm-hmm. So for a solid 8 weeks, he kept it going just to see if he could get me on a date.
But were you physically
Really proud of my
attracted to him?
sister.
Really,
Really
you
proud
were
of her.
attracted
Really
to him?
impressed with it. Shout out also Sarah.
Shout out to Sarah. Yeah, what?
But you were attracted to him.
I was attracted enough because our conversations were really
See,
solid.
this is the other thing that I think
So it's
men
more
don't
of a mental
understand.
attraction than a physical. Like, there can be both.
I don't feel like
Yeah.
men give women enough credit though when they're quote unquote shooting their shot and like shooting outside of their league. That women, unfortunately, sometimes are willing to look past so many things if the chemistry is right, if the conversation is right, if the banter is right. I went on a date with a guy who literally had a pot mark face, but I would have looked past it. Yeah, don't judge me. I would have looked past it, but he couldn't. So I do feel like when you're shooting your shot, if you think you're out of it, doesn't mean that you're necessarily women. We don't carry leagues the same way that men do.
No.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Still dating.
Okay.
How do men decide when or when not to text back and respond?
When or when not to text or respond back.
Like if we text you, how do you decide when to respond and when not to?
So it's a fine line, right? Because depending on the back and forth on the conversation, right? Like if you're really engaged and it's like a current conversation, yeah, you want to be pretty quick on the response. You also don't want to come across as like overly needy or aggressive or or like
Okay.
because like thirsty, whatever, right? The worst thing ever is like if you text me and I respond right away.
hanging on your every word.
If you text me and I respond right away, and then I also, want to continue the conversation. So then I, will finish my text or send like a immediate second text with a question, and then you take 4 hours a day, whatever to respond, and then every time you text me and I'm like right, on the money,
Yeah. The
then
imbalance.
to me it's like, ooh, no, I don't want to be that guy, right? So it's a whole mind game, right? Of like,
We play that too,
where you
though.
want to
We
be.
play that too, but I'm having a
Dating
really
is a lot of games. It's a lot of games. It's a lot of, just like mental fuckery.
But it's
right?
really
So, like,
interesting to
I'm
hear that-
interested, but like not too needy. Like, how interested are you? Are we on the same page? Are
I
we
know.
not? Like, it's a lot
It's
of this
really-
like weird
It's-
dichotomy back and forth that like, yeah, it's awful.
really
It's
interesting
fucking
though
awful.
to hear that men feel that way too. Do you only go through the mental fuckery if you actually like someone, or do you feel that with like every girl that you're texting?
Oh, that's a good question.
When you're dating, do you go through the calibration of should I text her back? Is it too soon? Am I thirsty? Thank you for using that word. If it's just any girl, or only if you actually like them?
So I might be different in this because like I don't engage with a lot of people or didn't, right? When it comes to like the online dating thing. So like anybody that I would, I'd have a clear interest in and like
Already?
want to
Okay.
learn something about, right? Because
Okay.
like profiles are a big thing, right? Like I want to like read a profile. If you have nothing there but just like pictures, all superficial, and like it doesn't tell me anything about like,
Yeah,
who
there's no
you are,
depth.
right? Like
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
like I put time when I was on the day, into like a profile, right? And like telling about like
Not
who I
too
am.
much time though,
Not a
because I
whole lot.
also don't
Like,
want you to tell me
I did
everything
not-
about you.
I also did not like Google, the way to fill out an online profile, right? Like I'm not a fucking psycho.
There's a balance.
But like I know
Yeah.
people that do that. Like, hey, if you didn't like Google how to do this, like you don't really care. I'm like, oh, it's a little bit
I
far
would
from me.
rather men just take better fucking pictures
Yeah.
than fill out this like,
But
here's what my
Okay,
whole
but on
heart
that
wants
point,
from
do you know how difficult it was for me to try and find pictures of myself?
yeah, because you're
men
not a
don't do
selfie
that.
queen.
I don't
I
do
know.
I don't do selfies at all.
Men
Like I hate them.
don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
I
So
know.
trying to find pictures, especially of just me, damn near impossible. And like now the apps are like, hey, verify, who you are. You have to have a photo on your profile, and then they want a screenshot of you to like, make sure you're verified. I'm like, I don't have a single. Like, I don't just sit there, like on my drives and like, you know what, today's a good day, and let me just, snap myself and like
Having
literally
a good beard day
Having a
today.
good
never
beard
once
day,
happened
right?
in my life. So I'm like, so now I gotta like take a
There-
photo of myself just to like verify myself to like prove to you who I am. This is
There
terrible.
is a balance in online profiles though, because I wanted you to make me laugh. We love a funny man.
Love a funny man.
Love a funny man. I need you to make me giggle, and I need you to give me enough about yourself.
Yeah.
But if you give me too much, or what was the guy who was like no fat chicks? I'm like
Yeah.
it's like too much. There is a delicate balance. If it looks like you spent too much time, I'm uninterested. If it looks like you spent no time, I'm uninterested. I'm only interested in Goldilocks, which
Okay,
is
so
right in the middle.
Just because you made that comment, and I'm just gonna like spiral here for a second.
Oh,
Get it.
a
Speaking of,
man
like-
on a
speaking of,
spiral.
like, no,
Get it, man,
speaking
on
of, like,
a spiral.
of like no fat chicks.
My dream comes
Just
true.
women out there, if y'all are putting a dating profile, you have to have at least one full body picture. If they're all headshots, to me it
You're gonna
says
assume that she's
you're
bigger.
hiding something.
Yes.
And like you're clearly not showing the rest of your body.
Have
for
you
a
been on a
reason.
date with a girl that ended up
I
being a
have
fat
no,
chick?
I have not because
Okay.
Oh, I've known
like I said,
several.
I didn't engage with
Really?
very
Oh,
many
yeah.
people like at all. But before I get that comfort level, right, of like, hey, are you real? Are you actually this person? Are you crazy? How much baggage do you have? Can I deal with your amount of crazy? Because we all have our levels of crazy, right? Males and females. Like,
crazy hot
can I?
scale.
Yeah, can I deal with yours? But also, you exchange either social medias or like something to like learn, okay, like actually who you are and see the reality. If you just have headshots, I'm gonna assume that you're having something to hide. And I've had two buddies that have been on dating apps, and I've told them my theory on this, and they both called me after the first date, dude, you're 100% right. Very cute face, very, very heavy. Yeah,
Well, it's true
or
for
like,
both sides,
different.
though. If-
It,
if
100%.
Agreed.
100%.
Agreed.
I'm not differentiating the one
Oh,
from the
for
other.
sure. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying, if you don't have at least one full body shot, to me, that's a red flag. I'm like, no, I need more. I need something else. Yeah, I'm not gonna meet you in person unless I see, the full scope.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
That's
That's what we
fair.
want. We want honesty.
We want honesty.
Okay, let's move over to relationship, folks. I don't know anything about that, but let's go. So, why do I have to bring up everything?
Because men are bitches.
I love
Because
you,
I'm
Trevor.
assuming
This is not me. I did not ask this.
I'm
Next.
assuming in this context, it's based on like hard conversations or like
Yes.
conversations or topics of issue, right? Or of
Sure.
concern.
Sure.
So like, there's not gonna be a man unless it's something like, hey, I don't like the way you do this, right? Like, so I have a buddy who, as a steadfast like thing, is like, look, we all do it and we all do it differently, and we all know that we're 100% right with it. The way you load a dishwasher, right, is like one thing, right? Like everybody has their own way of doing it, and they're convinced that it's the only way to do it and it's the best way,
Okay.
and you can't do it. But I'm assuming like if you have to bring up everything, it has to be around like hard conversations or
Yes.
discussions that
Sure.
honestly might be more to a woman that a man really doesn't consider or think about as like a big deal, right? Like you and I have gotten into, discussions or like disagreements where I'm like, I had never really thought about that as being anything more than like a surface level thing. You're like,
Yes, because
no,
you were
no.
from Mars and we were
On a
Venus.
scale of 1 to 10, you rated it like a 7, and I'm like, that barely hit like the 1 to 2 like radar for me. So there's a
Interesting.
differentiation,
There's
right,
like a
of like
Kelvin scale.
of like importance, right, or like variations.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the topic. Right, I bring up everything because
Maybe it's like a weighted
do-
vest
I
where
do
we wear
appreciate that
12 pounds
answer.
and they wear 40. Like maybe they just like weight things differently.
I do believe that. I also think, just from my own experiences, where I've had conversations where I've brought something up before in a relationship where I'm like, how could he not fucking realize? How could he not see? And in all honesty, he was like, I honestly did not think that that was a problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we are operating from literally two different worlds right now. And I think my issue is
Don't even
always-
bring astrology into it, honestly.
Don't even.
No,
But
we don't know
since
anything about that.
Cancer
Yeah.
rising,
But
We don't know anything about
Did
that.
you specifically target like this issue, like this thing, like to him, like, verbally, or did you just, situation happened, it arose, and then you thought that it was very significant, and then he didn't? You're like, how could he not? Or did you actually verbalize it of like, hey, this is what I'm feeling, this is
Yeah.
what's happening, and he just didn't respond, or is it just, the latter?
how would you follow that up then if a woman is feeling like, God, I'm the one having to carry the weight of like, do you see this? Do you recognize this? How would you want someone to, as a partner,
Approach you.
then approach you with, okay, if this is bothering you, I obviously want to know because I love
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
So what does that sound like in terms of what you could tell women of how to
Like,
approach
how does a
that?
girl approach you about something that's bothering her that obviously doesn't carry the same amount of weight for you?
Yeah.
I think it has to be a very, calm way, calm approach, of like, hey, so this is what happened. I'm not sure if you realized at the time, but this is how I was feeling. And based on your reactions, you made me feel like it was insignificant or not important. You might not have thought of it as that way, but to me it was. And I need you to acknowledge that. And like, maybe moving forward, can we have more of an open dialogue about it? Look, men are dumb, okay? Like, let's be clear.
I know.
We don't think the same way you guys do.
I know.
You guys are talking about astrology and like the
I
Cancer
know.
moon. I'm sorry. What? Like, no idea, right? So like, let's also be
tequila
clear
is kicking in for
that
Trevor, and I
Y'all,
love
y'all on a different level, yeah.
So, wait, here's an also question. Are you saying that we need to give you the benefit of the doubt that you didn't mean it intentionally?
100%. Give us the benefit. If you're in a committed relationship,
Men are dumb. Give them the benefit of the
give
doubt.
us the benefit of the doubt, because half the time we don't know what
I
you're talking
know.
about.
I know.
Or like
no,
why
I
you're
believe that.
upset. So like, and it's
believe
not
that.
because we're
We-
trying to be assholes.
Yeah.
Just because like, hey, we didn't mean to. And
Yeah, I
most
believe that.
guys, if they know themselves and know your relationship, like they should be willing to apologize or at least acknowledge, hey, I was not
was in
aware.
my-
I'm sorry. Like,
Dumb boy brain.
yeah, please tell me. I
raising-
didn't really think twice about that one.
Yeah, raising a son.
Oh,
which we
yeah.
love. Raising a son, that is becoming so clear to me. I do know that he's 15 and his frontal lobe is not even fully
Fully
growing yet.
formed, yeah.
But I do think that it carries some weight in, there's things that he does where I'm like, how literally did you not
Can we also
understand
say
it?
he's the most thoughtful human that's ever lived? And so if
Yes.
he is not,
Yes.
then you know it's not intentional that he's not thoughtful.
It is, yes, thank you.
Yes.
And it's allowed and teach me. The wine has entered the chat. The wine has entered the chat. It's
Group
teached
chat.
me.
We
Group
are
chat, wine
there.
included.
Okay.
It's teaching me that
Welcome.
if I
Wait
if
till
I
the
see that
martinis enter the
I know,
chat.
I know. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great Wednesday. That I have a feeling that other men are also probably responding, acting
Yeah,
in that way.
you have a really interesting opportunity to watch a man's frontal lobe form.
Front row seat.
Front row seat. And maybe that gives you more of a, oh, he really doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
Trev, why is bare minimum relationship?
God.
Relationship, okay? Put that hat on.
Just so you know, I asked 0 of these questions.
None of these are
None of these are from
from
me.
Joe.
I'm aware.
Why is bare minimum seen as actually trying?
It shouldn't be and it should never be.
Oh, good, Trev.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Why are men men?
Well, if
Why
you,
is your dumb boy brain
if you
so
believe
dumb?
in, science and human anatomy, we're born that way. Physiologically, I guess. Like,
We're
not
gonna
trying to
get
get off on a
canceled.
political tirade
Yeah, we're
here.
gonna get
No,
Please
no,
don't
that's
come at
not
me.
that's
Don't
not
come
the
at me,
pivot that we need.
But yeah, why are men? I don't know. Just that's the way.
That's the way
That's your answer for the quarter for all men.
for all men.
Okay.
It's a very open-ended. There are so many avenues to go down. Why are men men? In what context?
I know you could choose any context, babe.
Yeah, as I said, because that's the way we're born.
That's the context he's chosen.
It's
Physiologically.
like I
yeah.
literally just told you. Okay, this is a good one. What's a guilty pleasure that men want from their women but they never ask for?
So
Don't
Blowjobs.
Don't say anal.
blowjobs and anal.
Those are the first two that came to mind because I thought about this as like a totally guilty, like, sex thing, right? Like guilty pleasure, sex
It could
thing.
be.
It's more blowjobs, it's anal, it's whatever.
Can you
like
talk
whatever,
about
like
blowjobs though?
someone's
What
like,
if we're afraid of being bad at them?
I'm never afraid of
then
being
learn
bad
to
at
be
them.
better and like
What are you
accept
talking about?
accept coaching.
We both know
Look,
that we're great at that.
I
Look,
understand that.
As a man, like we're very aware, but like then when we want to pleasure you, like we want your input to know because every
Do
woman's
you
a
want
little bit.
coaching with that?
I think that every man should.
has
If
ever
you
said
really,
they want that, yes.
Yeah.
if you ever want to like fully know your woman and like pleasure her, because everyone's a little bit different, right?
Fair.
So you want that verbal
Yeah, don't
coaching. I'm like, hey,
jackhammer me with your
yeah,
fingers. Get
yeah,
them
no,
out of there.
I don't like that.
What
I
are you
like
doing?
that. Not there. More here, Yeah, you found the spot. You didn't find the spot because like some guys never do, and because they just don't know, and they're just too dumb
Or
to figure it
care.
out.
Can we admit
Or-
that some don't
or care.
care?
Some really don't
I was
care.
But we're talking
literally
about a relationship basis where the guys should, if you're committed, that
No.
you should care and want to be there.
5-year
No,
relationship,
no.
which you know
And
this.
again, wrong guy. Like, move the fuck on.
But I
Like,
know,
no,
and you
sorry,
know
bro.
this. But women, we go through this. I was with someone who literally said, if you don't have an orgasm, I'm sorry, but I did the best I could.
Do better.
And then had sex with a fleshlight. Like,
Well, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Like,
you only date for like 5-year periods. So you're telling me for 5 years that was his same excuse?
yes.
No, man. Sorry, not acceptable. Like,
it's not acceptable.
learn
It's
your
not
woman. Learn your
acceptable.
woman. Accept the coaching, because, like, you know what? As a man, it's a guarantee.
Are
I'm
you
gonna get off
afraid?
every time we have sex, right? Like, it's just
Of
that's
course you
how it
are.
ends. That's just
That's
how it
how
ends.
you're
It's what it is,
wired.
right? Like,
That's the ending.
no,
That's
but
the
like
finish move.
That's
That's Mortal Kombat.
That's the fact. That's the fact of the matter. Like when it comes to sex, like you know what? Don't worry about me. Like I'm clearly gonna get off. Like
I'm
that.
gonna
That's
be fine.
Right.
that's the finishing
No,
point.
it's
Like
true.
that.
Okay.
That's how we know. Like this
Okay.
act is done.
In a blowjob,
So
are you willing to give coaching?
absolutely.
I'm not asking for
There's
myself.
not a whole
I
lot
already
of
know what
coaching involved, right? Like with a blowjob. Like hey,
Don't use your teeth.
less
I was gonna say less tea.
like that. That's it.
That- we
but
all know
like,
that.
no,
Come on.
Yeah, you definitely want to like learn. Guys, ask your woman. Like ask her what she wants. Like what's the good spot. Like because be selfless when it comes to sex. You're gonna get yours, but make sure she gets hers.
So
Can we cut that, Mike?
Yeah.
Be selfless when it comes to sex. You're gonna get yours.
Yeah. Make that
Yeah.
a flip. I
It's
dated.
not like she's gonna get off and like, okay, cool, we're done here. Nice, good
No,
job.
She's gonna try and go for a
See
second.
you later. Yeah, like
She's
she's
gonna
gonna
try and go
want
for a second,
another one,
or a
right,
third,
yeah,
or a
yeah.
fourth,
It's not
or
like
a
she's gonna
17.
come and then call it quits and say, "All right, cool, I got mine."
Yeah.
Good
She
game,
doesn't.
and like walk away from you.
I
No,
dated.
I
She
dated
can go
a-
again.
I dated a 27-year-old years ago. He
How
looked.
many years ago? How old were you when you
Stop
were
it.
dating?
It was like 5 years ago, so I was still in my 30s. He was in his 20s, but he lived down the hall from me. It was really great. Super single, and he told me
It was
one
great
day.
because he was close in proximity.
It was very much like a It was very much like a
Sounds wonderful.
weird romantic novel because we hooked up and he told me he's like, I've never made a woman orgasm before through oral. He's like, will you teach me? Are you kidding? So
like, that's
all
my
we have
favorite
to
way.
do is practice, and I get to tell you feedback.
Yeah, honestly,
Best thing in the
good for
world.
him for asking, and
I
also
know.
like,
Thanks for
well,
asking.
well done, like good for
Thank
you.
for asking.
Good for you for getting to be that tutor of like, you know what? Let
listen,
me, please.
have you
Let me
ever-
teach you.
His name is Steven.
Have you
Shout out,
ever
Steven.
had a bad blowjob and told her it was bad?
I've literally made her stop.
Oh, really?
It's not enjoyable and it hurts. Like, yeah, if you're
Oh, if it
grinding
hurts,
with your
God.
teeth, like, no, like I am not. No, like I would.
Has she
I'd
never
rather,
watched
like,
porn
stop
before?
that.
What's happening with her?
I don't know.
Does she still need feedback? What's happening?
I'm not really sure.
I need to take her under my
But
wings.
yes,
Haven't talked to
definitely. Yeah, yeah. No, that was relationships. But yeah,
Okay, let's get to last 5 minutes. Do men actually want or enjoy when women in dating make the first move?
absolutely.
Can you expand on that, please?
And by
And-
first move,
In Orna's language, tell me more.
tell me more.
Mhm.
Can you expand on that?
It shows interest on your part, because there's so
Right.
many guessing games we play with ourselves, right? Of like, far as is she interested? Am I
It just
too
I don't come off
interested?
as a
Like,
whore.
Or
That's what I'm
aggressive.
afraid
Or
of.
aggressive.
Now
Okay.
again,
Okay.
I
Or
think it
taking
depends,
away
you know,
your leadership
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
for no, okay,
Taking it
yeah.
away from you.
I get that. So a lot of men, want to lead. A lot of men too, in the current like social landscape, are like worried about hearing all these horror stories
Yeah, sure.
of like, oh man, They exchange, this one woman, and then immediately it's like dick pic. And
Okay,
you're like,
but
whoa, like what? Like that's so
Unsolicited.
aggressive, right? Yeah. So
Unsolicited.
nobody wants to be like that person.
But once you get past the first date move, because girls have our own stuff about being asked out on dates. Can we say that?
Wait, say that again?
We want to be asked out.
Of course we fucking do.
Yeah, we want to be
Yeah,
asked
no,
out.
you
okay?
should never make the first move for the first date, right?
Okay.
That should definitely be on the go.
So once we get past that,
Thank you for that
how
qualification.
often do you want the girl to make the first move? What's the balance? Every
Ooh, man.
third time?
Wait,
As
do
far
you
as,
mean for
like-
sex or what?
Yeah, I thought the initial question was about sex,
Is the
not
initial question about
dating.
Okay, my brain went to I saw
TikTok
I saw
on the TikTok. On the TikTok.
This boyfriend made a whole presentation for his girlfriend's single friends, whole PowerPoint about how men actually do want to be approached in outside settings in the wild. And the
In
reason
the wild on a first date?
no, like
No,
if you
just-
see someone hot and they want to be approached.
Absolutely.
And so he made a whole literal PowerPoint presentation about what to say. And he's like, make it superficial in the beginning. That's an amazing watch. Oh my God, I love your shirt. Something along those lines to start
You
the
look so cute in
conversation.
that hat.
So cute in that hat.
All work, yeah.
But what he was saying is that a lot to what you're saying. There's a really hard insecurity about what to say, how to say it, not come off one way or the other.
Yeah.
And that when a woman does that, it's actually because they don't get that attention.
It
is-
feels good.
It feels incredible.
But can I say, as a woman, it's intimidating because I don't want to establish that as a pattern in our relationship.
Yes.
In that, I am, unfortunately, nobody asked you, Trevor, but I'm sorry, a type A, like, driver personality, and that already comes off regularly. And so if I do that in dating and approach someone, it establishes this pattern, and then they don't lead me like a man,
Yeah.
and I end up being that role because that's what I did the first time.
Yeah, you establish that as the
Yeah. And so you get in your head about that.
It's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't think you're setting like the tone for like what the social norm or the relationship norm should
That doesn't
be
go off
there.
in your head as a man.
I don't think that it should. No.
Okay.
Right. But to approach someone, initially, it takes a lot, and it's definitely, appreciated and seen, right? Because so much society says that
You
the
don't
man.
feel like men are just lazy?
I think that's a totally different topic. And
He didn't
Yes.
say no.
He didn't
I will happily say yes, to the majority of said topics related around that question.
Okay,
But-
last minute and a half. This one's a shout out to your girl.
To your baby girl.
Oh,
What's
God.
it like raising a teenage daughter?
I am.
She gets to listen to this episode. We already
does.
decided.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
No, this episode took a turn in
Okay.
the last 30 minutes.
Can she
that
listen
I
to this
don't
part?
feel
This
like
one part.
Can she
this
listen to
one
this
She can
part?
listen. Yeah,
Alright.
Mike, make a clip of this.
Yeah.
What's it like raising a teenage girl in today's world? It's very interesting.
You're about to raise two. Actually.
Two.
I know, yeah.
Because
a
one is getting there
15-year-old and an
quicker than the
11-year-old,
other
yeah.
one. Yeah.
I am extremely fortunate because I feel like I am the rarity. And I know that most dads will say this, but like you also see like the horror stories out there. I have a 15-year-old daughter that is the most responsible, like intelligent, just like overly
It's like your
cautious.
version of a
My
son.
boy.
Yeah, exactly. A lot like Jay,
Yeah.
right?
That's why I'm trying to
that
arrange marry them.
She's the kid that is so worried about always doing the right thing and being right
Yeah.
that she will ask the question 6 different times in 6 different ways to make sure that she has the right answer. She's the kid that will rat herself out if she thinks she might have done something wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm very fortunate in having,
I
a
watched
really
her.
responsible, like intelligent, beautiful, young woman that I'm raising.
Yeah.
So she's made that job very easy for me.
Oh,
Except
Shout out
for
to all the fathers
that-
that don't have that.
except
Like,
for
I feel
that-
sorry for
except
you,
for
like,
that,
with
she's
all-
also very attractive.
Well, yeah, and very tall and all the things, but she's got a good head on her shoulders, and she knows, the difference, from right from wrong, and like what she's allowed to do, not allowed to do. So right now, it's easy. That being said, my second one,
Not gonna be easy.
no, that's a totally
one
different
always
ball game.
Fire.
I'm gonna be dealing with
Have
all
you
the
seen,
things, but
have
like
you
the first
seen
one, no,
Lilo
I'm
and
good.
Stitch? Because she is Lilo.
Yeah.
Like she just
There's a fire under that one, I can
And
tell.
she's going to be the
yeah.
person, though. She's going to be like Steve Jobs. Like, she's going to be the person that, like, invents something crazy. And everyone's like, why did that happen? And it was, like, birthed out.
Yeah.
Like, she does not care, but
Yeah.
she's the most she's not a Cancer, but she feels like it.
She's an old soul, that one.
She feels like she reads the room in terms of like tidal waves. Like she reads the moon and she knows what people are feeling. She knows when someone needs a hug. Yes. Where Michaela is like, someone made this face. I'm interpreting. Sorry. Can you take out her name? I did not mean to say that. But she's so analytical in the way she makes a diagnosis. And the other one is very emotional when she makes a diagnosis.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to watch.
I love sisters.
Very,
Me
very
too. We
different
have them.
personalities.
We are them.
We are them. Okay, thanks, Trev.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Once a quarter,
Really
man.
appreciate
Love
it,
you.
yeah.
Once a quarter man.
Good
You
answer.
spoke-
Hopefully this lived up to the expectation.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
Do you feel
Don't
good
come at
about
me if I said anything
mankind?
inappropriate.
Do you feel, Mike, do you feel like he did good for mankind? Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Right.
He did
Nailed
good
it.
for mankind.
Okay, Mike, as 50% of our viewership, I really appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, you
Okay.
guys. So we've got some good content coming because we're at the gym this Saturday.
Trev's
we
coming
are at the
to
gym, yeah.
Trev's coming to video.
We're
and
at
we'll
the
be mic'd up.
gym, yo. We're at the gym. Waiver forms have been turned in. So that's happening this weekend. We've got so many good things coming.
Sign up for the
Please.
group chat.
Yeah, group chat. We're going to put the lymphatic videos in there because they're going to change your life.
Thank the Lord.
Anyway.
Well, we had a weighted vest, girl. We need a lymphatic thing.
It's coming.
What's the
it's
gym
coming.
again?
The what?
What's the gym?
Warranty Fitness.
There we go. I think
Oh,
that's
yeah,
that's
Warranty
right.
Fitness.
Warranty
Good
Fitness,
job.
okay,
Thank
yeah.
you for plugging them.
Yeah,
Yes.
Warranty Fitness.
At Warranty,
deserve
is
some
it
cred
at
there.
Warranty Fitness?
It literally Warren. His name is Terrence. Is the owner, but
Thank
Warren
you, Terrence.
T Fitness.
Okay.
So excited.
Good
All right,
job.
that's it. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Thanks
Okay,
for
bye.
asking.
Love you. Bye.